Imagine walking into your office and discovering that half your coworkers are software. Salesforce recently eliminated 4,000 customer service positions after integrating AI agents that now handle roughly half of all their client interactions. While machines automate entire workflows, the human workers who remain are locked in a separate conflict, a tense, ongoing dispute with executives over return-to-office mandates. Both of these trends are driven by a mismatch in measurement. Leaders are using office attendance to gauge value. At the same time, AI is automating tasks that leave no physical footprint. Applying industrial-era rules to a weightless economy of code and data creates the organizational friction we are seeing today, leading to decisions that often undermine the very productivity they aim to increase. The first blind spot is the legacy hours in seat metric. Tracking physical presence fails to capture the value of intangible outputs, such as software code, data models, or creative customer experiences. This data visualization shows that 85% of corporate leaders struggle to trust productivity in hybrid setups. Without eyes-on-the-desk supervision, many fall back on rigid attendance rules to regain a sense of control. The second blind spot is how we account for AI. This diagram shows traditional inputs like capital and human labor sitting alongside a massive, opaque black box labeled TFP, or Total Factor Productivity. Economists dump all unexplained technological progress into this residual TFP category. Treating AI as an unseen factor hidden inside this box means leaders cannot tell if gains come from improved worker skills or from an AI model optimizing the supply chain. Until organizations separate AI from other factors and look past physical presence, they lack the data needed to understand how their own businesses are actually performing. This chart shows the consequences of rigid office mandates. Nearly 8 in 10 enterprises report losing talent due to these rules, and the turnover increase for female employees is 3 times higher than that of their male colleagues. Compare that talent drain to the reported benefits of flexible work. This visualization highlights fully remote setups create their own pressures. More than half of remote workers struggle to disconnect after hours, and 67% report feeling less connected to their colleagues. The data suggest hybrid work as the most effective human variable. It provides the quiet autonomy required for deep focus, while preserving the face-to-face social connection that 62% of workers crave. High-level human performance now depends on designing workflows that prioritize mental resilience over physical attendance. A more precise framework recognizes AI as digital labor, an independent input to production that behaves differently than traditional software or physical tools. Digital labor is non-physical. It scales instantly across global networks and continually improves through autonomous learning. Assessing its value requires measuring the marginal product of intelligence. This means tracking specific metrics like task cycle times and the accuracy improvement rate of a model over successive iterations. Some organizations attempt blunt force automation, assuming they can categorically replace human workers and let smart machines run the business without oversight. Without targeted job redesign and human direction, automated systems often plateau. Digital labor requires strategic oversight to move from a cost-saving tool to a generator of long-term value. High-performing organizations are moving toward workflow-specific redesigns, where intelligent AI agents and human workers operate in concert, sharing the same tasks. As machines handle routine cognitive work, specific human capabilities gain a higher premium. This graphic details the core skills employers find most difficult to automate: ethical judgment, customer service, and team management. If organizations try to force the people who possess these skills back into rigid office formats, those top performers will simply leave for more versatile competitors. Managing this dynamic requires establishing separate digital labor KPIs on internal dashboards. Isolating these contributions allows businesses to track their specific return on investment instead of hiding it in a general residual. This also requires investing heavily in human infrastructure. High-quality data pipelines and institutional knowledge, curated by skilled humans, provide the foundation that digital labor truly requires to function. Winning companies will be those that align these elements into a cycle. Healthy, hybrid humans curate the knowledge that trains better AI. That AI, in turn, helps those humans solve more complex problems, driving compounding growth.